Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval. Today we'll be reviewing the German ship Prinz Eugen. Now, this is one of my favorite ships in the game, and it's really hard actually to find a downside to the ship. So let's start with the guns. Now she has 8 8-inch guns arranged in 4 double turrets, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, and these guns are amazing. The shell velocity is extremely fast at 925 meters per second. The armor piercing can citadel cruisers many kilometers away and can do massive chunks of damage onto battleships. Additionally, the high explosive is also pretty good as well, most of the time starting a fire within the first or second volley and doing quite considerable damage as well. Next we have secondaries. Secondaries, there's only 6 double 4-inch guns to a side, so 12 total. However, they are pretty far firing. They shoot out up to 6 kilometers. Now, they might not be very powerful, but that 6 kilometer range does help to make them a bit more useful than regular secondaries that you would find on, let's say, Hipper. Next, we have torpedoes. We have 12 torpedoes, 6 to a side, and 4 triple torpedo launchers. And you actually have an option for torpedoes. You can either go with the 6 kilometer torpedoes that shoot at 64 knots for 14,000 damage, which are the ones I have equipped, or you could go with 14 kilometer torpedoes at a range or a speed of 44 knots that do 18,000 damage. Now, I have used both before, but I do find that the 6 kilometer ones are the type that is most beneficial to me because I am very aggressive with a ship and I end up rushing battleships, and so having those torpedoes makes it for a good one-shot kill when you're very close to a ship like that. Next is AA. Now, when you think of German cruisers, you don't necessarily think of anti-aircraft defense. Most of the time, it is pretty lacking. However, this ship has excellent AA, and I have actually had a cruise skill attached that extends my AA range, and so my AA is up to 6 kilometers. And like I said, it is very powerful, and I also have anti-air defense equipped rather than hydroacoustic search just because of that AA buff. Now, I do run my Hipper with hydro since the AA is not as strong. So I do have a Hipper class that does have hydro. And hydro or anti-air defense works good on the ship, but like I said, I use mine as an AA defense ship most of the time. Also, it does come with heals, and you can't tell here, but it actually comes with 4 heals. So that is very important when you're in game and has a general damage control as well. Let's talk about armor. Now, if you've played with Hipper at all, you know how squishy her armor is. A belt of 80 millimeters, max of 160 millimeters, most likely on the turret faces. It's not a very well armored ship. And you look at here, and you see the same exact thing. However, the armor, it plays differently in game, I should say. What I mean by that is that it may have the same numbers and stats for armor, but the armor reacts differently. It's very hard to citadel this ship. And even if you're bow tanking or taking on large caliber shells, most of the time they just bounce. And if you even get broadside with a battleship or a cruiser, it's not impossible to citadel her, but you do tend to just get overpens and normal penetrations on the ship, or even ricochets it sometimes. She also comes with a fighter that helps with anti-air defense, and her speed is really good too. Base speed of 32 knots, which mine will be up or higher than normal, and her health is 44,500. Now compare that, let's see, it's a bit higher than Hipper as well in its final form. Now, this ship does come with a really good sister ship camo, and you can tell in some of my other ships here that when there's a sister ship, I do rename it. So in this case, Hipper, the sister ship is Blucher, and in this case, Prinz Eugen's sister ship is Seydlitz, and that is a common theme that I have in this game. So now that you know a little bit about this ship, let's take her into battle and see how she does. Alright, and here we have ourselves a game. A carrier, 4 cruisers, 2 battleship, or not 2 battleships, 2 destroyers. All in all, not a pretty good game. It does help to go against a battleship or two to show you how the ship does, but cruisers are definitely easy to take down, and I may even be able to show you how the ship is against carriers. So let's try it. So start off, I have more health than normal, and my speed is higher due to some buffs I've applied. And let's see your gun angles. You can see how fast the turrets turn, and gun angles are not the best, but they're not terrible. However, torpedo angles are really good. The first torpedo launcher can shoot at up to this, and the second one can shoot at a slightly different angle, something like that, I would say. So all in all, you do not have to show much side to get all of your torpedoes off. Now I'm starting out with high armor piercing, mainly because there's so many cruisers, and you're bound to get a citadel or two. So let's see how we can do. And that's the good thing about this ship in regards to anti-air defense, is that when you see a carrier, you don't say, oh no, I have to stay with the group and hope for combined AA defense. You see a carrier and you say, yummy yummy planes, feed me more. And that's what's really fun. You can see I have 3 anti-air defenses, 4 heals. Like I said, those are pretty powerful. So we have, there's actually another Prinz Eugen in here. That's funny. So AA, or armor piercing at this angle is not going to do much. So I'm switching to high explosive. Now the shell velocity, like I said, was extremely fast, so you can hit long range targets without a problem, and insta fire, and almost 3,000 damage. There's more. There's another Kagero. Now you can see I am being shot at, but most of the time it's just ricocheting. At this angle, I don't have to worry too much. I'm going to switch to armor piercing though, because that Prinz Eugen in the back is giving me quite a good broadside. And the accuracy of these shells is pretty good as well. You can see I landed 5 hits on a nose-in Kagero. So one of the smallest targets you could shoot at, and I was able to get a good chunk of damage off of her. Now there comes aircraft. Aircraft are within range. Let's see how many we can knock down. You can see how quickly they drop here. 6 aircraft already shot 8. And these 6-kilometer secondaries are useful. Actually, I'm going to focus Benson here. And then torque angles. First set, second set. And they are pretty powerful. Boom. Now I'm going to try and torpedo this Helena as well. Focus on the Benson here. And you can see at the reload, my torpedoes are almost already reloaded. Within 20 seconds or so, they're already set up again. And look at that, I only took about, what, maybe 10,000 damage? But with 4 heals, that's nothing. I'm going to switch armor piercing for the carry here. It is giving a nice broadside. There's my fighter. I don't know where those torpedo bombers are going. Don't think they're coming after me though. Look at that, 18 planes, 19 planes already shot down. The ship is an AA beast. There's more. However, my AA defense is not up yet, so it's just normal AA. And now we get to have fun with the carrier. 6-kilometer secondaries are opening up. It dodged the torps. Couldn't dodge dive bombers. That's fine. Toss some torps in the water. However, I don't expect anything, honestly. Even at this range, it's hard to torpedo carriers. I'm just gonna let the fire burn because it's not gonna kill me. And then AA defense is back up. However, in this case, I may take a torp. Oh, I dodged again. Carrier is down. Fire is out. Planes are being absolutely annihilated. 44 planes shot down in a German cruiser. This ship is the real deal. And once this Cleveland burns down, it'll be game. And there we have it. So no battleships, so I can't show you how she does against battleships, but pretty good game against cruisers and a carrier. So 150,000 damage, 4 ships sunk, 71 shell hits, 7 torpedoes, 44 aircraft shot down, 5 fires, 3 floodings, 88 secondary armament hits. The ship is privy to the XP bonus, so I did get 7,000 free XP alone from that one game. All in all, do I recommend the ship? Absolutely. This is one of the best ships in the game, in my opinion. However, if you're looking for something that has a different playstyle, it has pretty much the same exact playstyle as a regular hipper. A long-range armor-piercing sniper that can use high explosive to its advantage. The only main difference is AA and armor. It has better armor, better AA, as you could tell. That being said, I still recommend the ship if you are thinking about purchasing one. With that, I'm going to wrap up this video, and thank you for watching, and have a good day.